take my aim, shoot for the moon. I make it rain, drink soup for the blues. I'm feeling wavy, do anything for you. Look what you made me do. Stardust, can you feel it take over now? Oh love, can you feel it take over now? Blood rush that you give me so much, you know. Stardust, can you feel it take over now?
This is the kind of occasion we all relish as football fans. Non-stop hype all week long, and now for the action. Well, sometimes as a footballer you have to get used to playing in a downpour. That could be the case this evening. The rain has been lashing down. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And we have action to bring you from the round of 16 in the Carabao Cup. It's Bristol City taking on Manchester United.
Well, what an occasion this is for the home side and its supporters. Yes, of course, they're up against it today, but how they would love to cause a shock here. If they work as hard as they can, close their opponents down, defend with determination and get a little bit of luck, they may just pull off a surprise.
Well, I'm sure his heart is beating extra quickly because it's his debut game today. What should we expect to see from him?
Well, he's been brought to the club to add some much-needed firepower, so hopefully he can open his account today. He needs to get off to a good start here.
Here's the Bristol City starting 11.
Well, this system gives them a good defensive base. A well-drilled back four, a solid midfield with wide players tucking in, and two forwards who can press the ball. But does it provide enough fluidity going forward? I'm never sure.
And here's the lineup for Manchester United.
Well, they're going to play with two wingers here, but I'm just a little bit worried that the centre-forward could become isolated. Therefore, the midfield players need to get forward as much as possible in this 4-3-3 shape.
So the ball is rolling. The first half of this game underway. Lisandro Martinez. Rafael Leao. Nicely regaining possession. Given away by Manchester United. Williams. On to Lenght. And I don't know about you, but I always enjoy it when the story is two managers facing each other for the first time.
And I like both these coaches. I hope we just see the best of their teams today.
Useful cross towards the near post. Well, it didn't really work the keeper when all was said and done. Bruno Fernandes. And easily intercepted. Well, play getting a bit bogged down in midfield.
Yeah, neither side playing with fluency at the moment.
Rasmus Højlund. On to Williams. And teammates around him. Intercepted effortlessly. Showing good ball control. Armstrong. On to Mehmeti. Now let's see about the cross. Met it cleanly, but unable to steer it away from the goalkeeper. Using his strength to shield the ball. Oh, great attacking play. A deft clearance. He could pick out a teammate. De Ketelare. Marcos Llorente has it. Given away by Manchester United. Armstrong. And roaming free here. Well, options at the back post here. Still a chance. Marcos Llorente. It's a fine United move in the making. And I'm not sure everyone expected that sort of approach from there.
That was a really clean strike. Certainly a good effort.
Knight. On to Twine. And danger averted. Well read. Marcos Llorente. It's with Martinez. Fernandes. Marcos Llorente has it. Well, standing off them here. Aren't they being too passive?
They've obviously decided to sit deep and just defend their box here.
Just lost the momentum. Trying to force a mistake. Marcus Rashford. On the ball, Rafael Leao. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Marcos Llorente. Charles de Ketelare. Given away by Manchester United. Mehmeti. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Advantage Manchester United. Gives it a go. And a relatively straightforward save for the keeper. Armstrong. A very effective challenge put in. Now what can they do from here? Bruno Fernandes has it. De Ketelare. Thoughtful play. And the flag does go up offside. Intelligent defending. Anis Mehmeti. Knight. That's a good-looking pass. Must be. And wouldn't he love to have that opportunity back?
Well, that should be 1-0, but that's not a good finish, is it?
And suddenly on the front foot. Bruno Fernandes. Showing a great defensive instinct. Now, who can he play it to? And that's handled without any trouble at all.
Well, that's not great, is it? There's been a real lack of quality in the game. The passing's been too safe, and there hasn't been enough movement from the front players. The recipe for a poor spectacle.
Well, it didn't worry the keeper. And there's a living, breathing example of positional sense. Might lead to a chance. Can they forge ahead? Well, no mistake from the keeper, acting decisively. Fernandes. Well, keeping it on the ground, slightly off target, however. Danger building. Clearance needed to be better, and keeping it out. And over comes the corner. And veering in field. Takes aim. Stopped a surefire goal. That is that for the first half here. So back underway, defence is on top, the story so far. Will that situation change? Oh, nice ball over the top. And a threatening looking ball. Stopped a certain goal.
Well, you won't see too many better blocks than that.
Encouraging stuff from United. And space to cross it. Nicely blocked, but he's got to get rid of it. Mehmeti. Oh, tremendous vision. Can he put them in front? But it was a wonderful chance, but the goalkeeper comes through.
Yes, Derek, we have to give credit to the keeper, but surely he should have scored there. That's a big, big chance.
Jason Knight. And we very much hope you'll join us for more live Premier League action on EA TV. It's Manchester United facing Spurs. Getting right into his face. Højlund. And regaining control of the ball.
They didn't allow that to develop, did they? Good organisation, I would say.
Referee deciding to give the free kick. Doing well to win it back. What can they do from here? He's blocked it. United might be able to cash in. Defensive roadblock in the way of that cross. Rashford in the middle. But it wasn't quite as good as it looked when it left the boot. Knight. Now with Twine. Did well to win the ball back. United have it once again. Marcus Rashford. And favouring power over placement, you've got to say.
And optimistic. That's how I would describe that. Well, put quite simply, Manchester United's build-up play has been excellent, but their shooting has been poor. And for that reason, they're getting a bit frustrated here.
Yes, their creative struggles continue. They need more possession. How can they prize them open now? Able to get his body in the way. Williams. On to Armstrong. Armstrong. Really good build-up, but no end product.
Well, no way through there.
And he's in. And there it is! The opening goal! 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it.
Well, here it is, 1v1 against the keeper, and the outcome was never really in doubt. He never looked like missing that.
He's been influential today, but the manager decides to make a personnel switch at this point. So on with the match, and that goal has given the game a decidedly different feel. A very timely interception. Roberts. Now with Mehmeti. Williams. On to Knight. Jason Knight. Nice looking move, this. Textbook defending inside the box. Oh, fancy footwork. Could be. And a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And the timing of the run is just as good. As for the finish, it was never in doubt.
So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. Marcos Llorente. Bruno Fernandes has it. Benjamin Šeško. Could play it in. Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. Williams. Now with Mehmeti. Scott Twine. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick.
Yeah, they got themselves into a really good position there.
Fernandes. Mbeumo. And good anticipation. Knight. Well, just overdoing it. Williams. 10 minutes to go then. Knight. And a goal here might settle the outcome. Well, they stopped them in their tracks. And now a corner. Can they take advantage of it? Delivering it. The corner kicks keep on coming. Relieving the pressure for now. A throw has been given. Šeško. Take the lead here. Oh, he's been foiled. How pivotal could that be at this stage of the game?
Well, it was a good save, but that was the chance to win the game there. That could be their last opportunity.
Who's going to get on the end of it? And possession lost there. The delivery. Well, good clean catch by the keeper. 5 minutes to go. Armstrong. Now with Williams. Knight. On to Williams. Jason Knight. Well, there's a living, breathing example of positional sense.
Read it really well.
Max Bird. Pushing for the winner. Oh, superb tackle. And the referee has decided to add on 3 additional minutes. Smart defending. Well, that's a fine-looking pass. And what a save! It looked as though that header was going in.
Wow, what a reflex save that was.
Who can they pick out? Oh, still something on here. And it's off target. They were watching him like a hawk. Locked together then, these two sides, and on we go now to penalty kicks. And so the penalty shootout about to commence, and as a player, this is when you have to hold your nerve. So lethal in front of goal. Can he get the better of the keeper? Goalkeeper beaten from the spot. In it goes. And confidently converted. His turn to try to convert from the spot. And he's beaten the keeper. This one. Well, missing was unthinkable. And there it is, perfectly executed. He keep us cool. And he scores. And that's how to keep us alive. Not to be in terms of the finish, to settle the issue. And there we have it. They've stamped their ticket for the next round.
Well, all the pressure was on him, but he looked so cool, didn't he? It was never in doubt that he wouldn't score. Once the keeper decided which way to go, he just passed it into the other side, never really in danger.
So the ball is rolling. The first half of this game underway.
Come on, boys.
It's a fine United move in the making. But I'm not sure everyone expected that sort of approach from there.
That was a really clean strike.
That's a good-looking pass. Must be. And wouldn't he love to have that opportunity back?
Well, that should be 1-0, but that's not a good finish, is it?
Danger building. Clearance needed to be better. And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it. Could be. And a goal! An end-to-end game. Must take the lead here. So the ball is rolling. Lenght. Danger building. Clearance needed to be better. And keeping it out. Marcus Rashford. And favouring power over placement, you've got to say. And he's in. And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it. Oh, fancy footwork. Could be, and a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long. Oh, must take the lead here. Oh, he's been foiled. How pivotal could that be at this stage of the game?
Well, it was a good save, but that was the chance.
Looking pass. And what a save! It looked as though that header was going in. Oh, that's a...